Hi, hi. I'm Lynn Orban. I'm the host of the show. And by the way, this show is the Southern Fried Paranormal Podcast. Welcome to the show. Whether you're watching it in the future, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, a year in the future, hi. If you're watching it live, hi. Watch on YouTube, hello. Like, share, subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, we're already friends. So we're all familiar with each other. So welcome to the show. We're going to get right started. And by the way, if you want to get a laugh, go to my Facebook page, speaking of Facebook, and just look at the latest videos there. There is a video from the local Piggly Wiggly. I know some people say, what's a Piggly Wiggly? It's a grocery store chain, rather old-fashioned one. And they had the manager and the assistant manager doing flexing their acting muscles, selling Boston butts. They got a really nice price on $1.99 a pound, but they also, with an online coupon, 99 cents a pound. So yeah, we got two. They're sold in 2-packs. We got two packs yesterday, and I cooked one yesterday for about 12, 14 hours. I'm cooking this one all night long. It's just getting. I'm just starting to raise the temperature on that one, on those two. And we're making some good old sliced barbecue or whatever, sliced meat. We can put in the freezer. We're chopping some up for some Brunswick stew. Look up Brunswick stew on the internet. Pick out the Georgia recipe, because Brunswick stew originated in Brunswick, Georgia, which is not too far from where our guests are tonight. And it's a Georgia product, like me and like Coca-Cola. Hey, we're all fine. Anyway, tell you a little something about our guest tonight. Stan and Teresa Fikes, they're event directors of Deep South Paracomic Con, Southeast-based convention that blends paranormal research, horror culture, pop fandom, and immersive education rooted in Southern storytelling and community. They're also the co-founders of Web Paranormal Group, bringing years of investigative experience, historical research, and ethical exploration of the unknown into everything they create. Together, they have built a welcoming, authentic event that balances entertainment with thoughtful inquiry, creativity, and strong community connections. See, I told you it wasn't too long. I got through it. Anyway, we are dinging where Lee is forwarding all this stuff, but hopefully that'll get over with in a second. But for right now, I would like to do the New Orleans Paracon. Well, first, let's do the tour commercial. So if you throw up the first picture, please. There we are. New Orleans Paranormal Society, Voices from Beyond. That's their podcast. And they have a tour group down in New Orleans where they don't take you in front of a haunted location. They don't take you by it and teach you some history. They will put you in the haunted location where you can talk to spirits yourself. They will give you a real paranormal experience. Among the places they go to is the Andrew Jackson Hotel. It's kind of expensive to go in there and rent a room and try to go sun on your own. You don't have access to that many rooms. They have access to a closet storage area that's under the most haunted room in the hotel. And they'll also put you in the room if nobody's in it. And that room is weird. Where the lights are on or whether they're off when you go in there, if you go in there and be quiet for a few minutes, the lights will change on you. It's a clean hotel room, ready for somebody to rent it if they dared. But if you've been staying there for very long, start looking around and open your mind, you'll see roaches crawling around in the room. They weren't there before. Then you'll get chills, hot spots, cold spots. And down in the closet, you can contact various spirits that are there. Just be nice to them, because people who have gone in there and tried to intimidate the spirits usually got intimidated back. As in one young lady actually was nauseated by the entire experience, and they followed her to the next location, which is the old slave quarters behind a voodoo shop. And she ended up throwing up in the middle of the street because the spirit at the Andrew Jackson followed her to the voodoo shop and made her quite ill. So do not go in there and intimidate the ghost or talk bad about them. They'll be nice, and they'll be nice to you. If you want to talk to them, they will be gladly talking to you. The Andrew Jackson has had at least one murder there, and one that they're not sure if it was a murder or a suicide. Go ahead and throw the other picture up, and then we'll show you the contact number for their tour company. If you're going to be down there, contact them and the date you're going to be down there, and reserve you a spot on their ghost tours. That's New Orleans Paranormal Society. They're also, this July 31st, August 1st and 2nd, a week before the con, we'll be talking a little bit later on tonight, have a Paracon right there on the corner of Canal and Bourbon Street in the French Quarter. Go ahead and show that video, please. By the way, that $300 deal will not last forever. In fact, it could run out in March, pretty soon in March. So might want to go ahead and get in. It's $300. There's a package there for two people. I talked with Chris about setting up these packages. I said, I would like to see it where you have low-end packages and high-end packages, and he has got a package for your budget. He's got a whole series of different packages. Whatever your budget is, they'll put a package in for you. A great price on the room, and a nice hotel, like I said, right there at Canal and Bourbon Street. And that's July 31st, August 1st and 2nd. Yes, I'll be there. But I will be there for Thursday's show on the 30th. And I'm going to try to set it up where I am at the pool. It is July, and I guarantee it will be quite warm in the pool. And I'm going to try to get the PR director from the hotel to be in the pool with me. I'm not sure how we do a podcast while we're in water, but I'm sure Gwen can figure that out. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with the show with my opening. Now that I've done my little thing, Gwen calls it. Let's go ahead with the opening. All right, without further ado, now that I've had my applause for the evening, let's bring out our guests for tonight. They are a married couple, as I put out, Stan and Teresa.
Hey guys.
How are y'all?
Doing great.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Doing absolutely well.
All right. Now you saw the video I made about a paracon I'm involved with down in New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and we're here to talk about your paracon, which is the week after. Keeping
Oh,
our toes.
okay. And we're not that
huh?
far away.
Pardon me?
We're not that far away either from it.
No, not that far apart. So it's a quick trip.
Yep.
So she can spend an extra night in New Orleans and come up there and still be a day or two early for yours.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
She can stay on the road, then she can sit in the hotel and process videos from one and get ready for the other one.
That's it.
Yep.
So we want to talk about this. Where and when and who's going to be there for your paracon?
Go ahead.
Well, the where is Enterprise, Alabama, at the Civic Center, Enterprise Civic Center. When is August 8th and 9th. That's a summertime event, just like yours is. And of course, in Alabama, if anybody's ever been to Alabama in the summertime, it's pretty warm. So bring some suntan lotion and some shorts. But big part of our events on the inside. There will be some outside activities as well. We're already signing a bunch of vendors that wants to be on the outside, food vendors and that type of thing. But we have a lot of surprises set up for this year. Something that we normally have at our event is that I had put together, within our second year, it was a horror house. My rendition of a haunted house, if you will. But this year we're not able to have that because we moved locations, and this spot just doesn't have room for that yet. I'm working on maybe next year we'll have it out in the parking lot and something that I can put together. But that's another surprise that's coming.
Yeah.
So
We got some other things that's going to be happening to kind of replace that for this year. But you asked who our guest was. I have to make sure I have a list because it's a long list. So we're going to have Keith Age, the rock and roll paranormal investigator. And we're going to have Jane Stokes from Stranger Things. He also played Jason Voorhees in The Night of the Beast. And we're going to have Lee Triana, Terry Brown, and Matt Brown there as well. And we're going to have Richard and Colleen Johnson, and they're from EVP Paranormal Group. And we're going to have the Fox Family Paranormal. And of course, we're going to have Gwen. Gwen's going to be there. And we're going to have Blaine Rowan. And we're going to have Jatin Patel. He is Wiregrass Wildlife Removal. I always say that backwards. Wiregrass Wildlife Removal. He's going to be bringing his snakes, and his birds of prey will be there as well. And we are going to have the Alabama Ghostbusters division. I think it's the Ashford division they're coming. They're going to be doing some gaming stuff there, some interactive gaming stuff as well, and doing little skits. We are also going to have, I'm going to get this wrong, it is the SCA, which is like, they're going to be dressed as Dungeons and Dragons, and they're going to be actual fighting and doing displays like that, reenactments and stuff. And you just spoke with a new guest today, didn't you?
Absolutely. I don't know if you're familiar, but Robert Mukes. He was on House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie movie, and a bunch of other movies. And he,
what part did he play in that movie?
I'm sorry?
What part did he play in that movie?
I do think he was the record driver. I'm not exactly sure exactly what character, but Robert's he's a cool guy. Yeah, he and I had a good long conversation today. He's coming with bells on, if you will. That's a tall man, 6'10" tall. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm 6'3.5", so he towers above me. So big old guy, but I can't hardly wait to meet him. Yeah, Rufus. That's right, the tow truck.
There you go.
Yeah. So hey, Ben Bracken. He's one of my team members.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's going to be at the con. He's one of our Ghostbuster guys, and he's, like I said, one of our paranormal guys too. So, but yeah, I mean, Robert, he's a cool guy, and I've never met him. Just speaking to him on the telephone, but yeah, he's cool, and we look forward to having him there. We're working on a few other guests also. I'm not going to mention them yet because I hadn't secured them, but
right.
We're going to have quite a bit of people there for people to come and talk to, and a whole bunch of activities. And like she said, we're going to have the human gaming, I guess you would, with those guys, and that's going to be a cool event for me. Dungeons and Dragons was always a game that I played when I was a kid, and that was a long time ago. So I figured that game just kind of washed away, but see it in real life, yeah, that's going to be cool.
And our other director is Shawana Coleman, and she is a director over cosplay. And she likes to give away money, a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really interesting. She's got some guests that she's working on lining up for cosplay as well. And she's actually a truck driver. She drives all the way across the United States. And so right now she's kind of in between where she's going and wasn't able to get online tonight. So she said when she gets back, she's going to give us the rundown on what she has lined up for us as well. And every year her cosplay just gets better and better.
Yeah,
we get to hear their stories, and all about their characters and stuff. And so it's really going to be awesome. So we have that coming up as well.
Some of those
do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
When she gets back and she's available on a Thursday night, can you get her to contact me? Because between now in the time of the con, I'd love to have her on the show where we could talk nothing but cosplay.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
If
She
she
loved
sees
it.
something else. Yeah.
Uh, she sounds like a special person, and that would probably be a lot of fun just to sit there and talk cosplay. And she
Oh,
wants to
she
bring a couple of people on with her. That's fabulous.
okay.
All
I will
right.
certainly tell her that.
I have one question about your Dungeons and Dragons. Will gaming be available 24/7 during the con? Because I know those guys, they will go all night long.
Well, it's going to be available that we can control during con hours. Now, this new venue that we're at, we can only go to 6 o'clock. So, but we are planning after hours events. So that very well could be going on. I mean, as long as those guys want to do that, I'm good with it. You know, they can go as long as they want.
You just might want to have somebody set up and maybe in their own room where they can, have a couple of extra chairs in there where they can sit there, 5, 6, 7 of them can go in there and do their thing all night long.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let this out. We are going to be having the Hampton Inn as our hotel host, and they will have a conference room, so that will be available to us as well. So that might be a plan for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to a table with some chairs.
Yep.
And the ability to use that table and chairs in that room, and that's all they need.
Yep. And so those guys are fantastic at what they do, and so yeah, we're kind of fine tuning some of that stuff, and as soon as we meet with what's this guy's name? What's it? Do you remember?
Ethan.
Mm-hmm. As soon as we meet with him, we're gonna have everything on our website, advertising and stuff like that, and we'll be able to direct people in a little bit better fashion as far as where, what, when, and how.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, by the way, I'm from. You saw in the intro that I've got that I spent some time in Chicago, 14 years. But I'm originally from Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just about walking distance from where y'all are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to work in Dothan for a rock band.
Oh, really?
Cowboys.
Really? I'm from Dothan.
You know all about Cowboys.
Yeah.
We live about 25 minutes from Dothan. So.
And I used to live on the same road that went down beside Cowboys. I grew up there. Mm-hmm.
I used to travel down that road a lot, even before I worked there, because that's the route from Columbus, Georgia, to Panama City.
Yep. Exactly.
231.
Mm-hmm. All the way down.
Yep.
So yeah, I've been there in that area many times, and like I said, I used to work at Cowboys back in the early '90s.
Yeah.
Back at the heights of it. I think they're closed now, aren't they?
Nope.
No.
They're not closed.
Cowboys still open?
They're still open.
Wow.
Still walking on.
That's a good sized place too.
Yeah.
It is.
I think the last time we went there, Neil McCoy was there.
Yeah. He gave us a table dance.
Gave the ladies a table dance.
Yeah.
I just happened to be sitting at the end.
Do what?
Did y'all tip him?
Yeah. He was drinking all of our drinks for sure, too.
I've never seen the dude just reach down and pick up a drink off the table and go with it. All right.
Yeah, they did. They actually spent a little time with him before the show and got him drunk beforehand.
Yes. I carried so much alcohol in there.
That's when he worked at a different store, and they actually talked it over with the Budweiser, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Budweiser.
Yeah, we got him hooked up.
They got him hooked up.
So he enjoyed himself.
Beer reps are good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun evening.
Anyway,
What were the days again on your con? How many days long is it going to be?
it's August 8th and 9th.
Okay. I'm assuming you have a website set up for it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
sure do. DeepSouthParaComicCon.com.
And there it is. Thank you, Gwen. Got everything on there. Paranormal. You got the
Mhm.
the gaming, and of course the trying to focus on it. The comics.
Yes. Yeah,
That
we're
is
gonna do.
that's a beautiful banner, by the way.
Thank you.
Did y'all do that yourselves? Or did you have it done?
I did it.
She did it.
That's good work.
I'm the one that normally does that
Mhm.
stuff, but because I've been having to work extra hours and things, she's had to do. So
That's good work.
Thank you. Yeah, my actual degree is in website development and design.
Oh, okay.
And then I decided as a second, I guess you say second degree, a minor degree, I just went in and did marketing and did business marketing at that.
Okay.
me,
So I'm
I'm
assuming that's what you do for a living.
Yes. Yep. that's
me,
what I
I'm
do.
just kind of boring. I have a Bachelor of Science degree, and but she outranks me anyway. So, but she does really well at what she does for sure.
I have a degree in English education because I wanted to be an English teacher, which I
Ah,
did become an English teacher. And then somebody taught me into going back to school, and I decided to do the website development. And our hobby is, well, I'm also a genealogist, so I love history. I love learning about history. I do a lot of research. I am the head of research over our paranormal team, which is Web Paranormal Group. So um, he likes history, and I guess we kind of put it all together. And with our past backgrounds, we decided we wanted to venture out, and we joined another team, and that's where we met Shawana. And when that team dissolved, the three of us decided to create our own, which was Web Paranormal Group. And it has grown. It is now 16 members of that group.
wow.
We have junior members on there as well.
It is hard to keep a
And
group together anywhere near that size nowadays.
it is. And I'll tell you, this is what we are just talking about. If we have a huge place, only a few people will show up to investigate it. If we have a one-room apartment,
Everybody shows
everybody shows up. Real fun.
You go to Waverly, nobody's there but the two of y'all, and
Yeah,
if you're doing a
Yep.
private investigation of a 3-room apartment, everybody's there.
we did. We did a studio apartment that had a little kitchen and a little bathroom, and that was it. And
Oh
everybody
wow.
showed up. Everybody showed up. But the thing is, we have a nurse that has been a nurse for about 55 years. And she is our medical officer, and
Hey, Blaine.
she will be at the con, and she will be in costume. We loved it last year.
Nurse Hatchet.
Yeah, she was Nurse Hatchet. She played that part really well. She scared a lot of people. Uh, and of course, then we have another nurse who is a nurse over the ICU, and so she's there too. She was in charge of the horror house and helping with it. So all the bloody stuff. If you want the really gory bloody stuff, you get the paramedic and the two nurses together, and you will have it.
Well, that comes in handy if somebody cuts their hand
Mhm.
open or whatever, tumbling around in the dark.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I keep super glue on hand, so we can stick it back together.
Yep.
Okay. To answer Christy Rito's question, do you know what is DNA 99.9% accurate and certain? What's the 1%? The 1% is wrong.
Yeah. The 1% is wrong. 1% is wrong.
Yeah. That's the leftover.
It's
And
the leftover.
Yeah. We won't get into the genealogy part, but it does work out when you're searching history and a little bit of tidbits of information there. So it does help.
Okay. Have y'all got a special investigation coming up anytime soon between now and the Paracon?
Um, Not really, because let me make this announcement. She's going to kill me. We actually have a granddaughter who we help raise, who is 7 months pregnant right now. So we are on standby as of right now. And we've already received a call. She went to the hospital because she has the flu.
Mm.
And so she's very nervous about it. First baby, first time doing all the stuff. So she's very nervous. And it's fun seeing her go through all this, and it's scary all at the same time. She does have some other health issues as well. So it is really is funny. It's very funny setback because we know that some of her fears is for nothing. It's she just don't understand it, and we've been through it many times. I will say that many times, and it's just fun seeing her go through this first time stuff. Yep, Blaine, you know her, Vivian.
You know,
Vivian, yeah.
you were talking about a investigation, and she was talking about Vivian.
Mhm.
Well, we have this place that we go investigate quite a bit. It's called Pauley Jail.
Yes.
And the first time that Vivian, which is on our paranormal team, she was a junior member then.
She's 14.
Yeah, she was 14. The first time she went on an investigation was there, and she was actually injured by what we're calling one of the spirits there. A window was broken out, and her wrist was actually cut.
And she wasn't standing in front of the window. She was standing to the side. So
Now, right, she wasn't nowhere near the window. I was like, how in the world? I was on another floor, setting up, and she came got me, and I'm like, what? So we were recently on a show called Paranormal Mysteries
mhm.
with Dave Schrader and Shane Pittman and Cindy Kaza. I think I said their name right. And they actually was them and Teresa was actually talking about Vivian's accident on the show. So it's kind of ironic that things like that works out. But Pauley Jail is one that we go to 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Especially if we have new members in our group or something like that, we kind of take them over because it never ever fails to give us something new.
Mm.
And we've done, well, she's done hundreds of hours of research on that place, and she has everything from pictures of the people's family and stuff like that, the inmates and stuff like that's family. So if anybody out there that is in near Union Springs, Alabama, go see Pauley Jail.
Yes.
It's the old Bullitt County Jail, which is AKA Pauley Jail.
What kind of history has it got?
It is it was built in 1897. Yep. And it is a Victorian Gothic style build. It has what they call the witches' hats on the top. And it is just, I don't know, it's all brick, but on the inside it's all metal. And it's just like a cage within a brick room. And there's like 3 levels. You have the women's level on bottom, and then you have what we call the town drunk section on in the second floor, and then the hardened criminals are on the 3rd floor. And we actually have the bell that's at Pauley Jail. They said it was haunted, and the curator gave us the bell to bring to the con so we can show it off and see what people get from it. So that's going to be interesting. And now our grandson, when he was 12, he went there. He's part of our junior member team, and he got to play with the gallows, and it was so funny. He kept trying to get his grandpa to stand on the square so he could pull the lever, and see what happens. So we do have some kind of morbid kids, I guess, but they had
Well,
fun there.
I can tell
And
you what
Vivian's not
happens.
afraid to go back.
Hmm I can tell
She
you what
is.
happens. Gravity takes control.
That's
Hey,
right.
Richard.
It
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
Of course, you might
Gravity.
can defy gravity for a second or two and look like Wile E. Coyote going off the
Yeah.
cliff. Stand there for a second, make a face in the camera, then you drop through the hole.
That's
Mhm.
it.
Yep. Sometimes gravity is not your friend.
No,
And sometimes we actually run tours through there as well. So
Yeah,
if
exactly.
somebody would like to go and wants me to go with them, I certainly will.
She has Adela Haunted Tours,
Hmm.
and we do tours downtown Dothan
Yeah.
and just all around. Um,
I'm glad you said
hopefully,
that, Richard.
next year we'll be doing a tour of the USS North Carolina battleship where I'm from. Um, we've investigated it a few
Mhm.
times, and we're going to be going back. We were going to try this year, but it still wasn't in the cards, if you will. So, but definitely next year we're gonna have kind of a big to do thing over there. So
And we also in October, now this is after our event, but in October, we are the resident paranormal team for Okahaba, Alabama. It's just west of Selma, Alabama, and it is the whole town is a archaeological um, dig basically, and they're trying to restore and find as much as they can there. And look at Blaine. Yep. Blaine's been with us, and what we do is we go and help them with their haunted history tours and help raise money to help fund these digs so that they can continue to find out more about that history, because the old Cahaba was the first capital after we became a state. So I
okay.
think St. Stephen's was it when we were
yeah,
territory, and then it was Okahaba, and then I think they moved it to Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa
I
and
think.
then to
Yeah.
Montgomery.
I don't have my notes in front of me, so I'm trying to go from my memory here.
We get to interact with a whole bunch of people at Cahaba, and we love it.
Yeah.
We used to set up in the slave quarters, the Barker slave quarters. Right now, they're kind of renovating that and turning
Yes.
it into a museum. So we moved over to um, uh, what was
Castle Morgan.
Castle Morgan. Sorry, I had a brain moment, but so we get to interact with the people that come in and taking the tour and stuff. We get to kind of show them a little bit of what we do, and they get to experience some things. And we've had some crazy things go on, and you know,
Give me
y-
just a minute.
if you add the paranormal with the history, people just absolutely love it. And and
Well,
that's exactly what we do.
at Castle Morgan, it's actually a Civil War prison. It was a warehouse that they turned into a prison during the Civil War. And there is a missing officer that they couldn't find before, but in doing some of the renovations and some of the digs and just trying to clean up, they found a skeleton, and
Oh
it is
wow.
near Castle Morgan, which is the where he was stationed at. So they're trying to do some testing and to see who he was. And so when we get to go out there as a paranormal team, we get to see if we can find out who he is. So that's part of the big thing we do during the tour is we ask, if you have equipment, you bring it with you. If you get a name and everything, so tell us what you get, and then we'll kind of see if we know who he
Hi,
is,
Nancy.
because we know his name, who the
Mm,
missing soldier is. We know his name. We just don't know if that's the one that they found. Of
Of
course,
course,
they
that's
put
his
him.
skeleton.
Yeah, they
hmm
put him back, and they did mark it, so we know where he's at. We're just not sure if he is the actual officer that's missing.
We
Have you tried
we
asking?
Yes.
yes we actually done some
Hmm.
EVP work and stuff there prior to the groups coming in. we normally get to go on Friday and go through the whole place and kind of get our notes together and stuff like that. Um, but we set up a REM pod on a table 5 feet from his grave. Well, we were, and this is right on the Alabama River, where the Cahaba and the Alabama River come together.
Mhm.
And we were 50 yards from him over there. We're talking to the guests and stuff. They had like bleachers set up and that type of thing. And, there was people asking us what the lights were flashing over there.
Yeah.
And the REM pod and the K2s that we had over there was just lighting up all up and down the table. And there's no electrical out there. In fact, I mean, we couldn't even run. Well, our cameras run on batteries, but there were just flashlights.
Yeah.
So people got to experience something that I truly think that he was trying to communicate. He had enough energy
Mhm.
that he was trying to let us know. And I've been going over some of the EVPs, and before I mention anything to anybody, I've got to get with the guy that's in charge of the whole thing and let him listen to some of these. So we got some interesting stuff. And so once that's done, I'm going to put them on our website and stuff like that so people can go and listen. And maybe it'll kind of shed some light in on some things that's going on there.
Oh, do they have their own website where people want to go for a tour?
Old, yeah, I think it's called Old Cahaba Archaeological Park.
Yeah. And if anybody's near Selma, or if you're going to go through Selma, you just look up Google Cahaba, Old Cahaba.
Yep, that's what it is.
And it'll take you right there. And it costs $2 a person to go through. And it's a self-guided thing, and you can drive the roads. And
You can. You can also, they have bicycles
have
there
bicycles
that you can get and ride around. Great place. You can see they do a lot of different kinds of tours through there throughout the year. They do a lot of nature walks. They do some reenactments. They've done some reenactments there.
Absolutely.
And if you wanted to actually talk with some of the archaeologists that is there, I think he actually,
William.
yeah, I think he actually takes them to do some different kind of tours for the archaeology stuff. And then you have Carmen and Jonathan that know the history of there. And there's 3 different graveyards in town, and there's the Capitol building that they have been digging up. And but if you go, make sure your car keys, any keys that you have, you hold them in your hand just as tight as you can, because there is a ghost that will take your keys back to his master's grave.
That would be
so. And the
interesting.
last time we went, I lost my keys. Sure did.
It was some interesting stuff,
So, and everybody went to that cemetery to see. I didn't find them on the grave, but I did find them near there.
Wow.
So it is interesting.
Go
It
check
sounds
out
like it.
in the main cemetery. Go check out the bells
Mm-hmm.
and listen to some. You ask questions about the Bell brothers, and right down from that cemetery, there was a shootout, and that's how they met their demise. So the whole town is just, it's just history packed, and if you love history, you're gonna love walking them roads, riding them roads, and we're just blessed to be able to be a part of that and just to help out. It just makes us feel real good, and thinking that we're making steps in the right direction. Not just running around out there doing paranormal stuff. It's helping these historical sites to keep their history, because history is fading away, and we don't want that to go that way.
Oh, exactly. You're blessed to be around a place like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And as far as local stuff, Of course, we're near Newton, so you have Bill Skeeto there. We have done, we actually go to that park and just do some of our meetings there because they have picnic area and you can barbecue and stuff like that. So that's good, especially in the summertime when we get together. And that's at the old battlefield as well. Of course, we also know that we have investigated the Newton Library as well, which that is an old boarding school. And of course, there's Porter's Hardware in Dothan, Alabama, that we've investigated. I don't know how many times, and
I'm getting ready to release some stuff on that too.
And one of our members actually is he actually is the curator there. It's like a museum, and he will take people through there, um, through the safe parts of it. Now there are areas that still need to be repaired, and they're still working on restoring it. But there's supposed to be a tunnel under Dothan that goes from the old Porter's building up to the courthouse, and we believe that we have found the entrance. Now, since they redone the roads and some of the other buildings, that tunnel is not complete anymore. It's been filled in
it's
spots.
been filled in a lot.
But you can see where they bricked it up, and it's different brick, different mortar in there. So if you study the architect structures and stuff and how the beams fit on the basements, there's still bullets and bullet holes in the stalls down in the basement where the good old boys on Saturday night would go and shoot their guns. They were supposed to have guns in the city in the 1890s when they were doing it in Dothan. Yeah, and we have EVPs of gunshots.
And we were down in the basements, and that place is just spooky. And that's some of the video that I'm going to be releasing here next month.
Yep.
Where some of our members was doing the SDs down there, and we got some really strange noises and things. Some of the investigators that was there, they had things thrown at them and stuff. So
yeah, what is this? Like a belt?
Yeah, it was like a belt that went on an old wagon type thing from way back.
Yeah.
And those belts just fell. And the investigator that was closest, Michael, he was around the edge, like right around the corner. And he heard a noise. And when he stepped back, that's when something was thrown. And he I think it startled him. And he jumped on around the corner. He wasn't sure if it was thrown at him or just thrown in general. But we have that on the EVP.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's an active building.
Apparently.
Even upstairs. And so that whole thing, the whole time we were there, all these, all the psychics and the people that's sensitive, they were all on edge and stuff like that. Me, I'm not psychic. I don't have psychic bone in my body or anything like that. I just love investigating. And
I own the Dothan downtown tours, and so that's one of the buildings that's on my tour route as well. Because I have to, mention the local stuff. I got to stay good with them,
We also investigated the Mural City Coffee Company.
Best coffee, y'all.
Yeah,
best
you come
coffee.
to Dothan, go to Mural City and get your coffee.
Yes.
Go see Destiny and Zach.
Yep.
And they're great people. Beautiful building, and it was an old hardware.
Yes.
Old hardware.
And it's a farm equipment.
Farm equipment,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Farm equipment.
So, it's gorgeous. So people come to Dothan, go check them out.
On the second floor, it has where they were putting the floor joists, the boards together. What's it called? Tongue and groove board.
Mm-hmm.
And they would slide the boards. They would have the black pitch on their fingers, so it left their finger marks on the boards, and you can see it. They're over 100 years old. Those finger marks are. And you can see that up there as well.
They found strange things in the walls whenever they were renovating the place.
What was that book that they found?
Well,
They found let's just say an adult book that,
yeah,
in the walls of the bathroom. They were renovating the bathroom to modernize it, and inside the wall, they don't know how it got inside the wall, but it was an adult magazine. I can't remember which one, but it was an adult magazine.
Back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say, was it dated?
They have that in a glass case where you can't touch it, but it is,
of course,
part of the stuff they got on display there.
They found old tools and things of that nature inside the walls.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. People want to hide stuff in a hurry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
wow.
it.
That's got to be exciting to have something like that close to you and available.
Yes, and they have the best coffee because they have Web Paranormal brew coffee.
Yeah, we have our brand of coffee there. So.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is special about your coffee?
It's guaranteed to keep a paranormal investigator up all night.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's got a good bite to it, but it's a blend of different coffees with chocolate, and it even has a berry blend with it.
Mm-hmm.
Great taste. If you like a rich coffee, then that one's a good one. It's
the one you don't take stuff. What is it? The steroid medicines,
Zoloft or something like that,
or what's the other one for the breathing that they take?
Prednisone.
Prednisone. One of our friends took some prednisone, and she had some of our coffee, and she said she could not sit still for days. She said her house was clean, and our yard was clean, and she kept telling her husband, "Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. I can't be still. I can't sleep." And she called me up. She says, "What was in that coffee? Because that's the only thing I drank. 1 cup." And she took her medicine with her cup of coffee that morning. Yeah, 1 cup.
Done his job. So.
Yeah, the place you're talking about, the jail, how big a place is it, and how many people can they accommodate on a tour?
We put in 20 people at one time.
Wow.
So, it's 3 floors, so we can split it up, We split it up.
It's not like a huge courthouse or anything like that, but you can accommodate some people going through there, and we do it. Our tour is not just walking through with history. We show them the paranormal side of it as well. They get to investigate. They use our equipment or equipment they bring. Lee Triana has gone with us. Blaine, of course, is Blaine's gone several times with us. Blaine and I were sitting out front. I think the ladies and some of the other guys had gone to the store to get drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing some binaural beats inside, just kind of an experiment of things. And Blaine and I were sitting outside, and we were the only ones there, nobody in the jail. And then you heard this man's voice ask what we were doing. And I looked at Blaine, and Blaine looked at me. Did you hear that? And I said, yeah, I heard that. That came out of the jail. So, but it was real active that night. And one of the inmates that's there, J.W. Mann, he perished. He's smoke inhalation. He actually got arrested and was in there in year 1960, Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't get his cigarettes or whatever. But he was intoxicated, and he was just supposed to be put in there on the second floor just to kind of sleep things off. His wife wanted to show him, hey, that's not the right thing to do, so she had him arrested, but he fell asleep and with a cigarette in his mouth, and it fell on that mattress. And the mattresses, though, even back then, they would just smolder.
Mm-hmm.
And so he died. He passed away of smoke inhalation.
Well, oh wow!
we have investigated in that cell. We had lit a cigarette, and we think that he was good enough to take a draw off of that, if you
Yeah.
will.
It's
And
the end lit up,
yeah,
when
it
you
just
just
got like
hold it up.
really bright. And I thought maybe it was the wind, so we kind of did another one and kind of closed it in where really no wind could get to it, and it still just kind of the ember just got brighter and brighter. And I think Blaine, of course, Blaine's very, very uh, gifted, and I think Blaine had a conversation with him, um, and that night was pretty crazy. Blaine got pictures and stuff, and we were some of our people that went in there with us kind of got pushed around a little bit, and we actually took a lady in there on a tour, and she had begged me and begged me to put her in the SDs. And so, okay, I explained what was going on with it, things that could happen. Well, I sat her in the chair, and we got everything set up. She was in the chair probably 2 minutes. Something something touched her and spoke to her. So she just threw the headset off and the blindfold and everything, and just ran outside of the jail. And as far as I know, she's not been back.
Nope, she's not
So
back.
Oh, well, for those that don't know, can you do a quick couple of minute long synopsis of the Estes method?
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't
Tell
hear.
her what the Epstein's.
Oh, the SDs.
Estes method.
Well, there's several different ways of doing that. Some people do it when they're standing and walking around place to place. Me, I like putting taking away as much of that person's ability to do anything except concentrate on what's going on. I put a blindfold on and a headset, and we hook a spirit box to it that's just channeling through, and all you hear is a white noise. And I will leave the floor. I have someone there with them, so we never leave anybody totally alone. We teach our people you don't investigate alone either. You always take
Can you see
somebody with
this?
you.
This, can you see it? That is poly gel.
Okay,
So that's
that's a
the
pretty good
ounce.
sized place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but so I set them in a chair. I blindfold them. I take their hearing and their sight away, and then I leave, or whoever's asking questions leaves that floor, goes to a different place, and they don't talk loud. I don't want them to hear any questions if they could. And then they're supposed to make an audible whatever they hear, whether it be a gunshot or whatever the word, it doesn't matter. They just say that out loud, and that person that's sitting there with them writes it down. And so once we go through a frame of questioning, I normally leave these people in there for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it starts getting pretty intense, especially in poly jail. So then I'll take them out, and then we go downstairs and we go over what they heard and said, and compared to the questions that I asked. And then, we see exact if we get any answers to the questions, and we have quite a bit. So, and then there's some people that just break down crying. They don't want to get out of it. They just break down crying because
Yeah, it's just like a release of all your feelings,
yeah.
everything, all your emotions come out.
So, just taking away all those senses, making them a bit vulnerable, and the spirits are able to talk to them, through these devices. And of course, we make it clear to the spirits, please do not touch. That kind of unnerve. Some people they're okay with, but some people don't want to be touched. And so we try to do it as safely as possible. So that is an experiment that we try to do in detail. Um, and we always explain how the procedure works. And then we go over afterwards, how did you feel while you were in this experiment? And I've had as high as 3 people doing the SDs at the same time. And the reason I did it that way was a comparison to see how close these people got to the same. Either they were talking to the same spirit, or if there was 3 different spirits, if they were relative within each, their plane. So that's the type of data that you know if you could get all that on tape or on audio or whatever you're using, that would be so much further step forward in the paranormal as it is now. Because you get some people that says, oh, that's nothing to that. Okay, but whenever you get proof from 3 different people that doesn't really know any of the history of the place, and that's the way I like doing it, they come up with the same idea and in general get the same answers. Where is that coming from?
Exactly. We don't know.
And now, one thing with polygel, we tell everybody, sure, we find it very exciting and very fun for us, but do realize that it is a jail where rapists and murderers was held.
Yeah.
And so they can be some very violent spirits there. Like we said earlier, one did cut Vivian's wrist.
Yeah.
It was at such an angle that it missed that main vein in there, So, but there was another guy that went with us on a tour there that announced that he was an actual corrections officer, and he thought he wasn't getting anything. Nothing was happening at that time, and we were thinking this is really odd for polygel. And then he walked away from the crowd, and when he came down the stairs, he said something reached from underneath the stairs and pulled his leg through it. It's metal stairs now. And he fell and he fractured his shin bone.
Ooh.
And so that was really painful. And
yeah.
We have not been able to get him to come back there. But we always say, stay with the crowd. Don't walk away, because it's just safety. And even though we do light up things as we're walking through, you might not can see what's going to happen. And he really said he felt a hand on his leg that pulled that leg through that step and caused him to fall.
Wow. That's a dangerous situation, because there is no give in metal steps.
There isn't. And when I take people there, I stop them at the bottom of the steps and I go over this. You be careful, take your time, make sure you hold on to the rail good and tight, and don't get in a rush. I don't care if you're scared, do not run. Do not get in a hurry. If you're scared, let me know and I will take you outside. So, but
that's cool.
It can be dangerous there.
That's cool. Do they have internet there?
No, not really. Not good. He found the picture of Vivian's with cut.
Hold it to the camera, maybe it'll show.
I don't know. Is it showing? Is it showing? I can't see it on there. Let's see, right there.
Whoa, that's a serious cut.
It is. Yep.
And that happened at polygel, right outside the front.
Right outside.
Wow.
And it's just far enough up that it missed that vein. So yeah.
Well, sometime you're on the show again, have a video camera running when you're doing that method, and we can play the video.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm all for educating the public on different ways of investigating.
Yeah, absolutely. I have some video, and another time we'll get it set up, and I can show y'all some of the video of different places that we've been and different procedures we've used and things, So
All right. We can do that another time.
absolutely, absolutely. I look
And
forward.
like I said, I do want the cosplay person on there a little bit closer to the Paracon time at her convenience. Sometimes when she's not trucking across the USA, and can take a Thursday night at about 8:30 Central Time.
Okay.
And take about an hour and a half and talk about cosplay.
All right, that
And
sounds great.
if she wants to appear in costume, I'm all for it.
I don't know if she'll do that.
Oh no,
She
Shawana's
might.
she's crazy. Yeah, she is definitely one of those straightforward people.
Yeah.
She loves
met-
doing that.
And she will tell you whatever comes to mind.
Yes.
I have met several cosplay people, and I think they're all like that.
Yeah.
You got to be outgoing to come in some outlandish costume and appear either in a cosplay costume contest or be a speaker or do any kind of entertaining where you're standing in front of people and where you're dressed, whatever character you're cosplaying, be it a sword fighter or a Supergirl or whatever you're appearing as.
Yeah.
It's kind of like stand-up comedy. You got to have a set to do something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because you're standing up all by yourself in front of a group of people, and the group of people are there to be entertained. Yes. And you better provide it.
Yep, exactly. And what got her into this, I think, well, she just likes cosplay anyway, but she likes entertaining people. She likes putting on events, and she does a lot of extra fundraising for different charities. She is also a school bus driver.
Oh, wow.
And so she's trying to help some of the students she lives in Dothan. So when she's home and she's not driving the semi, she's driving a bus. And yeah, that's something else. She said the rules have changed for schools, and a lot of times the parents not involved as much as they should be. So she tries to get them involved in what's happening with the kids on the school bus. And she finds out that a lot of them are very needy, and it's something that she really loves to do is mainly help children. Doesn't matter where they are, who they are. She is all about helping the children.
See, that's kind of how we started out.
Mm-hmm.
We were raising money for the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
So that was our whole thing with our con is, trying to help the kids, because if we don't do something for the kids, our future is bleak.
True.
Well, the children, although I never had one myself, never had a child, but children are all of our futures.
Yes.
That's right.
Well, we have 6 children, 17 grandchildren, about to have the second great grandchild.
Wow.
Yeah. Christmas time is real fun.
You would probably like to have a Christmas at least one time, at least an hour of it, like my wife and I, where we just get up and that's ourselves.
Yep.
We have our piece of turkey and a piece of ham or something, and a few veggies we put together, and that's our Christmas.
Well, we have one daughter who's her in-laws live in Maine, in Portland, Maine.
Okay.
And so we have Christmas with her a week early, and then she goes to Maine so she can have a white Christmas.
She's got to do some traveling.
Yes.
Yep. So that's a long walk from down there in Alabama to Maine. That's a long walk.
She actually lives in Bonifay, Florida.
That's even further.
So, yep.
So our Christmas usually starts about the second week of December.
Yeah.
And goes all the way to January.
Oh, wow.
Because we work around their in-laws and stuff. So
right.
And I'm a butcher by trade, so I have to work a lot during the Christmas time. So I kind of get into things when I can, but a lot of times it's just her going and but yeah, when you have a month full of one event, one holiday, you get, yeah, I've had enough. It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, I guess your Thanksgivings are probably busy too.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
after
anytime from
32 years,
yeah, go ahead.
after 32 years of cutting meat, I hate seeing a holiday come through. Honestly,
And guess who's in charge of bringing the ham and the turkey?
Do
So,
they make you slice the turkey and the ham for them during dinner?
yes, she used to. Oh, I got that, and not now. No, I always tell her no, no. And now she'll say, oh, well, are we going to get a ham for Christmas? Yeah, I'll pre-slice it and tie it back together, and then it's heated up, and I cut the string and it's sliced.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. I've been married for almost 25 years now. I don't trust my
Oh,
wife with a knife.
I don't trust him with one
Well,
for good reason.
about
A
last
year ago.
January I cut my finger off at work, so
Oh wow.
yeah, that was an ordeal.
Yeah.
First
I guess
time.
it sewed back on, didn't it?
It was, yeah, they did reconstructive surgery on it, but it was his wedding ring finger. So the doctor handed me his wedding ring.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's.
She kind of freaked out, but hey, when you're a meat cutter, it's not if you're going to get cut, it's when.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
I
very true.
was using a bandsaw, and that's how I cut it off, and it cut it off at an angle, and if it cut it off in any other way, they probably could have just sewed it directly back on, but they had to do reconstructive surgery and grafts and things like that. But it mostly looks like a finger.
Yeah.
Very limited use in it though.
Oh wow. How long y'all been married?
Long time.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. 94.
Yeah, since '94.
Wow.
I remember the date, but not how long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've been together a long time.
Mm-hmm. That's longer than us. We got married November the 10th, 2001.
Oh, wow.
So y'all got married several years before. About 6 years?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. That's it.
it's
So y'all
it's been
have
fun.
hit that 30th anniversary.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, congratulations. A lot of people don't make it that far.
Thank you. You heard her just then though. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
A long time.
yeah. So,
Yeah, that wasn't a very enthusiastic, oh yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, when you're saying, oh yeah, it's a lot different from, oh yeah.
That's me. Oh yeah, I'm her. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll put up with this enough.
Thanks,
Nah,
true.
I know. I'm joking with her. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't either. So I don't blame you. We're in the same canoe there. Let's go back to the Paracon since we hadn't mentioned it. We kind of got off, and to be honest, would you believe we've been talking for an hour 15 minutes now?
Oh, no.
No, actually, I didn't even know what time it was. Quite honestly, I didn't even know what time it was we started. So,
Well, the show started. She started showing at 8:30, so it's 9:44 Central Time.
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun. But let's go back to the Paracon real quick again, because that's what we're kind of talking about tonight.
Mhm.
Let's go back to the where and when.
Okay. It's August the 8th and 9th in Enterprise, Alabama at the Enterprise Civic Center.
And they can, if they want, got the website. You can look up. Is there a map on the website where people can find it that've never been to Enterprise?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, there is. Yep. And it's like I said, I'm updating it every time we get a little bit of extra information. I am updating it. There's going to be quite a bit of updates this coming week. It's going to be added. So check back often and see what's been added and what's new.
All right.
So
Because
they have
I
all
know. Go ahead.
we have all the forms, like if you want to be a vendor, if you want to be a sponsor, we have the forms for that. We have the forms um, on the website for cosplay setup. I think even if there's some performers that want to come and perform, we have forms on the website for that. So everything should be handled on the website. You can buy your tickets on the website too. And we do that because I have paid a lot for security to make sure it is safe. And we have had a lot of problems with people selling their tickets that they purchase. It's all digital tickets, and you can print out your ticket, but they're not transferable. And I do have a list of everybody that comes through, and it is checked off as they come through the door. You can't resell your tickets. We don't sell through any other place but the website.
Yep.
Good to know.
So,
Well, I know that Gwen's really looking forward to it. How many years have y'all done this now?
this is our 5th year.
5th. And no end in sight. You're going to keep on going, aren't you?
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. As long as people showing up, we're going to be there.
Yep.
Having too much fun, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Meeting a lot of great new people, too, every year. Make a lot of friends.
Of course, we got some old friends coming too.
Yeah.
Blaine and Gwen and Lee and everybody. And yeah, we just have a kind of like a family reunion when they all get there. And of course, like she said, we like meeting new people. And, we always tell anybody that comes to our event, ask for Teresa and Stan. And because we want to meet everybody that comes through the door if we possibly can. And, if anybody has any questions or whatever, just come ask us. We are right there on site most of the time on the vendor floor, or I am on the vendor floor most of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm accessible to everybody.
If you can't find us, look for Shawana Coleman over in the cosplay corner, and she'll be there.
I've gone to some events and you can't really find anybody that's in charge or can help you with anything. That's the reason I told her, I said, I don't want our event to ever get big enough to where I can't do that. And, because I want to be there for our vendors, our guests, or our people that are attendees that's coming in. I want to be there for, anybody that needs some help. And that just makes it more personal for me.
I've been to certain Paracons, I will not name them now, that you just to find out a piece of information was sometimes a at least a 15 and sometimes 30-minute thing just to get a piece of information.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
we try to
that's not
keep
right.
our vendors involved in stuff. And we, and our guests too, we let them know, hey, this is what we're doing. And we get their ideas. We get their opinions. How do you feel about this? And what do you think we can do better? I know Shawana goes around with little cards that she gives out, and she wants to know what they liked, what they didn't like, how we can improve. And so we take that at the end of the year and we review that and we make those changes based on what our vendors and our guests have suggested that we do or that we don't do again. And it's really helped. I think it does because it helps us to understand what the people are wanting, what they see needs to happen for that community. We do get the city officials involved simply because we are bringing business to that community, and the fundraising that we're doing is also helping the community. And we have more than one organization, I guess you say, with what their needs are. So we're all about trying to help our community.
That's
And have you ever been to any of these events that's ever been perfect?
I don't think there is such a thing as perfection.
No, there's not. So that's why I say, like she was talking about, we get everybody's point of view on things. There's always going to be something that's going to lack. Something's going to be right on key, but there's going to be something that's going to lack, and you just have to do your best to cover as much of it as you can, and you can't accommodate everybody in every little thing, but you can at least make them feel better about coming, and when they go away as well, they listen to me, and that's exactly what we do. We listen. We can't guarantee everything's going to be perfect, but we're going to listen and do our best to make people happy.
I gather the location where you're going to have the convention does have internet.
Yes, absolutely.
And you'll have the password available to everybody who asks. Because that's one thing I've seen in the past. Everybody's got to have the password, and everybody's wanting it about the same time.
Yeah.
And we will be handing that out in our instructions for the vendors and guests before we start the con.
Yeah, everything will be set up. Even if I have to personally go and carry the passwords to them, I've had to do that, and make sure that everybody had the right password. Because sometimes communication isn't the best on some places. So, I make sure that, I ask a lot of questions sometimes to our venue, and they may get a little aggravated with me, but that's the only way you're going to know is if you ask questions.
By the way, you see Blaine Rohan here?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a ULR, and he says, I'll help you as well. So there's your volunteer right there.
Oh yeah, Blaine. Well, Blaine's one of our guests this
Blaine's
year,
one of our guests.
and he normally comes, but he didn't get a chance to come last year. He was sick. But Blaine is definitely one of our key guests. So yeah, Blaine helps. We've been friends with Blaine a long time, and they ain't nothing Blaine won't do for somebody, and he gets in there and he'll work as hard as he possibly can. And we just love him. I mean, we just love him to death. And I missed him last year, and this year when I see him, I'm gonna give him a big old bear hug. And so Blaine's just part of the family.
Yeah.
I'll ask Blaine this. He can answer it there in the chat room, and we'll go in and throw it up there. What's Blaine going to be talking about while he's there?
There is no telling what Blaine's going to be talking about.
I'll guarantee
or is he going to surprise everybody?
Yes.
It will be informative. And Blaine's special. Now, I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. Blaine is very talented, and I've learned a lot from him, investigating with him and things like that. So, yeah.
Now, I know before he did some workshops for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to try to do that this year, but he was actually helping some of the kids that have some psychic abilities.
And children with psychic abilities.
And also helping their parents to understand, their needs and stuff. And I think that was very good.
How to deal with a child with a psychic ability.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's necessary information if you have one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Blaine, thank you for doing that. And he says, the answer to my question, whatever they want me to.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it sounds like you got a really good friend in Blaine. I do not know Blaine, but he sounds like a good man.
He is.
He is fantastic.
My compliments to you, Blaine.
Yeah, he is from Wetumpka, Alabama. So just down the road.
Yeah.
Keep between the ditches.
Yeah, that's it.
And if we ever need anything, all we have to do is call Blaine, and he's Johnny on the spot.
Yes.
Psychic kids is my jam. There you go.
There you go. And one of the best things about Blaine is he's an Alabama fan, just like I am. Roll
Not an
Tide,
Auburn
Blaine.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Anybody who doesn't know, has never been or doesn't know people from the state of Alabama, there are no real top level pro teams there.
No.
So you're either an Alabama fan or you're an Auburn fan.
Or a
Kind of
Troy
hard
fan.
to be both. And some people say, I don't care, one or the other. But most people care passionately one way or the other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I say whatever school gives my children an education, that's the one I'm pulling for.
Sings way off key. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't even try to sing, because I can't carry a note in a 55-gallon drum. There's Blaine. Roll Tide.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Well, Alabama had a little misfortune there in the playoffs this past year.
Alabama got their butt whooped.
Well, I was a Georgia fan, of course, and
Sure.
That happened to Georgia too.
Yeah, now that's my second team is
Oh,
Georgia.
Lord.
So now I played in the ACC, so that's actually my NC State's my alma mater. So, but SEC, I'm a big SEC fan.
That's what I'm, a big SEC fan, even though my alma mater is in the Sun Belt, Troy.
Troy,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I like Troy. I do.
Kind of close all in there.
Yeah.
The Civic Center that we're going to be at in Enterprise is right on 167 that leads right to Troy.
Right to Troy.
So it's not very far from there.
Like I said, everything's in that one little area.
That's it.
I grew up, in Columbus. Spent first 40 years of my life there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my sister actually still lives in
Yes, Lord.
right on the Chattahoochee, Fort Mitchell.
Oh,
Fort
yeah.
Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's that.
Right across from that big military cemetery.
Know where that's at.
Mhm.
Well, that's a beautiful cemetery if you ever go in there. I actually,
yeah.
It is.
I have a couple of friends buried in that cemetery, so I've been in it. It's a beautiful place. Very restful place.
Cemeteries.
Yeah. If you ever go to Selma,
Yes.
go to the cemetery there.
Yeah.
Catherine Wyndham is buried in there as well.
Mhm.
One that did Alabama's 13 Ghosts and Jeopardy. But that cemetery is huge, and there's so many old, beautiful gravestones and stuff in there.
Who is the 13th ghost?
Jeffrey.
No, it's the 13th ghost
And Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's not the 13th.
Actually, William Grancer Harrison is the 13th ghost.
And we have investigated that graveyard and that particular grave.
Yeah.
Tomb. He's buried in his feather bed. It's just encased around him.
Oh, wow.
And,
Cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, our local TV did a piece on us a few Halloweens ago.
Yeah.
We
had a lot of fun.
Yeah, when we were out there, the lady contacted us and said, "Hey, we seen you guys had gone out there. Can you take us out there?
Sure.
We'll do a story on it." Sure. So we did that, and it worked out, and we got to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be serious all the time, but we're serious all the time.
Well, that's the way I like to be.
Music and have a good time. That's what you do.
Right.
Because you see, that's kind of how I do the show. Say a few things funny, say a few things informative, keep everybody listening, everybody entertained, and they hear your information.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what I try to do, is give people information, and I try to promote stuff. And I wanted to get y'all on the show because Gwen's going, Lee's going to your Paracon, And I'm so busy. But oh, by the way, one question I want to ask you: uh, whose fault is your Paracon?
Whose fault?
Yes.
Can we blame Shawana? You can blame Shawana.
Okay.
Blame Shawana because
There-
Shawana kept saying, "Let's go to these Paracons. Let's go to these Paracons. Do you think we could do something like this?" And we thought about it for a few years, about 3 years, and we finally said, "Well, we'll do a small one, And we did it. The building, the fire code said you can't have more than 400 people in there. So I was bringing them in the ticket
I was
through the
pushing
ticket,
them back
and
out
he
the
was
back.
pushing them out the back door, and we set up a little courtyard in the back so we'd have them outside. And he's like, "We got over 400 people in this building. I got to
oh
get them
wow.
out." First year.
But there's
So
a reason
that's
I
it.
asked that. If you talk to Chris and Jennifer with the New Orleans Paracon,
Uh-huh.
Chris will tell you right quick whose fault that Paracon is. Mine. That's why I talk about
yours?
it a lot. It's my fault.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that's a
But
good thing to be at fault with, right?
yeah. Basically, I talked him into it. This is their
Well,
first one. They've never done a Paracon before, and they wanted to jump in the big leagues. And then how many Paracons are in the French Quarter?
Wow.
none.
Is it
Yeah,
that one?
Not to now.
Yeah.
And I spent a couple of nights talking with him down in New Orleans last March, and that's where it kind of got planned out.
Hmm.
And
Well, that's
I
cool.
I went to the places, the two main places, the Voodoo Place and the Andrew Jackson Hotel. I've investigated those places before, actually, several years ago. And I was at the Andrew Jackson for a 2-night investigation several years ago, all night.
Oh, cool.
That
And
sounds fun. I've never been there.
that's a very haunted place. And it's, of course, y'all will be too busy to go down this year. Now, next year, thinking about moving the Paracon to June because it's basically too close to y'all. Because it's between Gettysburg and y'all. So he's thinking about moving it to June. So there's no other Paracon the next week or the next week from
Yeah.
it.
That makes sense.
So as long as y'all stay approximately that date in August, he wants to move it next year a couple of weeks before Gettysburg.
Yep. And that's what we run into. We were doing it in September, and we noticed that there was too much stuff going on in the area, and so it didn't do as well. So we moved it back to August, and it has picked up. So
Yeah, August
works.
is going to be our month. Looks like so.
Okay,
Well, it's
I'll
really
let Chris know about that. That y'all like August, and he's staring at June for next year.
okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
cool. We'll keep watch out for that because we'll go.
Can we mention one other event?
Go for it. I'm
Okay.
listening.
I may get the dates wrong. Let's see. It's November 13th, 14th, and 15th in Marianna, Florida. We're having Medieval Fae Fest.
This will be our second year doing that.
Second year. Yep.
Medieval Fae Fest.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a Renaissance festival.
Aha.
But it's
Okay.
more towards the Fae part of it.
The fairies,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
the evil
People with
fairies.
little wings and 20 ears, and
Some
not
big
Vulcans
ones.
with the red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with red eyes.
yeah. The
And
evil side.
where is that going to be?
In Marianna, Florida, at the
Where-
Jackson County Ag Center.
Okay, where is Marietta, Florida?
Marianna, Florida is before you get to Panama City, just across the Florida line from Dothan.
It's about 40 minutes south of Dothan.
Okay,
Yes.
just across the
Right.
Florida line.
Just
Yeah.
across the Florida line. Yep.
Is it there on the road we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
You go past Cowboys on 231 across the Florida line, and you will find Highway 90 to the left, and go straight in to
And there
Mariana.
you have it.
There's signs.
Yeah,
And
there's signs up.
yeah, you're going to start seeing the advertisement because we've already started taking vendors for that as well. So we're doing 2 events at one time, my brother.
So what dates was that now?
November 13th, 14th, and 15th. It's a 3-day event.
Okay. After we get done with the one we're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
in August, and obviously I'll be done with the New Orleans Paracon there at the end of July. I'd like to have you back on the show, and we can talk about the one in Florida.
Okay.
That
That
sounds
sounds
great.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Give you some advertising for that one, and maybe entertain a pay of two. And there's the
Yes.
Deep South, beautiful banner again,
Thank you.
and you can draw. We have one drawn up for the Faye
Yes.
down in Florida.
We'll
We
bring
can
a
do that.
we'll bring a ferry with us when we come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Is your favorite cosplayer going to be at that one?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably cosplaying a Faye.
Tawana's going to be helping with cosplay contest at that event as well.
Yep.
At both these Paracons, you do have cosplay contests, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
do. Yeah.
How do
So
you judge
Deep
those?
South,
Yeah, go ahead.
Deep South is not just paranormal. It's not just horror. It's not
Right.
just comics. It is everything all in one. So, we can have something for everybody, whatever their imagination is. Because it's really, the slogan is a portal to your imagination.
Okay.
And as far as judging cosplay, Shawana, she brings in judges.
It's
That's
best.
I think she brings in a cosplay guest, and they actually help her do the
Judge.
judging because she does give away green
Yeah.
cash money.
Yeah.
So and it doesn't cost anything to sign up to be in the cosplay.
Free entry.
Yep. And yeah, I mean it's a wonderful thing, and it's fun to watch. And some of those folks, they get to tell their little story, how they came about to be this character, and whether they built their suit from scratch, and that type of thing, and they're judged on all of that. And so
It's fun, yes, it is.
it's just absolute, like Gwen said, it's just fun. And so if you can make a difference in your community, help your children, and have fun all at the same time, man, you rock it.
Yes, you are. All right. We've now been on here for an hour 40. I imagine Gwen is getting a little jumpy in her
Yes,
chair.
yeah.
Sorry, Gwen.
I've been known for being long winded. If you know Georgians, we're all kind of long winded.
I'm fine. Love you guys.
We like to talk a lot, and we like to hear ourselves talk a lot. So I'll go. I've been on my old network. I used to have sometimes 4-hour shows. Gwen won't let
wow.
me do that. She has threatened to beat me up if I start going toward 2 hours.
Thanks, Blaine.
The longest podcast that I've ever done.
Yes.
Our guest was Andrea Perrin, and I was on Spreaker then.
Yes, it's audio.
And it was 3+ hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Andrea is a sweet person and just
Full of energy.
and knowledgeable about everything. Not just the Conjuring incidents, but UFOs and all of that stuff. So it was just fascinating just listening to her. And but we broke 3.5, almost 4 hours.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow.
And I was going, gotta go.
See, at the 2 hour mark, Gwen's a little bit more verbal.
Oh, okay.
She
2 hours
comes.
max.
She comes in and says, "Okay, folks, it's been 2 hours. Let's get out of here."
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
I
Trust me.
understand. Yeah.
I
But
produce shows too, like she does, and yeah, it starts to when I honestly fell asleep in one of the shows one time, and
oh
they
wow,
just had to end without me.
You did. You
I
did.
did. So now I set up and I drink coffee, and I'm constantly staring at the show, so I
Oh,
don't go to
cool.
sleep.
StreamYard limits to 2 hours. I have gone longer on StreamYard. I don't
Yeah.
know if they've got a new limitation on there or not. Now,
I think
I
it's
did push the
now.
Facebook limit. YouTube will let you go all night, but
Yeah,
Facebook cuts you off at 8 hours. I tried that one night.
Not limited now. That's what I
no,
was saying.
it's
It's
not.
not
Yeah,
limited now. Just just
But
schedule it.
Facebook cuts you off at 8 hours. So what I did, I just restarted and linked back to that Facebook and just started over with a new Facebook show.
yeah,
Mhm.
And everybody
yeah.
watching on YouTube just saw me restarting Facebook. But
Yeah.
one more time, we'll go ahead and get out of here. One more time, the website and contact in the who, what, when, and where at the Paracon.
Okay. It's deepsouthparacomicon.com is the website. You can contact us through that, or you can contact us through deepsouthparacomicon@gmail.com as well. And the dates are August 8th and 9th at the Enterprise Civic Center in Enterprise, Alabama. The actual street address is on there. I don't remember numbers. Numbers give me a problem, but it is, I think it's Metcalf or Neal Street. It's 167,
Yeah. So
Highway
you
167
you
in
just Google
Enterprise.
Enterprise Civic Center, Enterprise,
Mhm.
Alabama, and it'll show you right where it's at. They are advertising our event as we speak. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And y'all, it's a cheap date. So think about that. It is a cheap date. It doesn't cost very much to get in, and you get a lot of entertainment, and there's some good food going to be there. We have several food vendors already signed up and plan on having some more sign up in the near future from what they're telling us. So
All
and we're
right.
going to have some great paranormal guests.
horror.
Horror, if you want to go get a reading, just go see Lee.
Yes.
Blaine can probably help you out with that too. If you want to anything, go see Gwen.
Mhm.
She's good in that stuff too. So haunted objects, y'all just come see us.
Workshops, games, cash prizes, door prizes. I don't know, just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Cosplay contest, role playing game set up.
Yes.
absolutely. Maybe a
It
little
sounds
break
like a
dancing.
fabulous.
Well,
sounds
you
like
have
a
to see
fabulous
Lee
time.
dancing. Lee does dance, so we can get Lee to dance.
Oh yeah.
Also.
Every con that we have, we end up playing some music. Lee's out there dancing. We have team members that's out there dancing, and we're just there to have a good time.
You're talking about dancing on a dance floor, not a stripper pole.
No, that's right. It's on the dance floor.
An
And
old
when
school-
I have talked with Shawan about it, she's going to talk to us when she gets home off that truck.
So
All right. Blaine, I want to thank you for you being you, and I want to thank you for showing up on the show tonight. Thank you for your input. And Stan and Teresa, I definitely want to thank you for appearing on the show. We will
Absolutely.
do it. We want to do it again before your other Paracon, your Fae Con, whatever you call it. It's not so much a Paracon as a Fae
Medieval
Con.
Fae Fest. It's a
There
Fae
you go.
festival.
It's a faith festival. Yep.
A Fae Festival. There you go. A medieval festival.
Yes.
So that sounds like a lot of fun too. I've
It
actually
is.
been to medieval festivals, and that they're a hoot.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll definitely want to talk about that later on in the year. But I really appreciate y'all coming on tonight. You've thrown out a lot of good information and a lot of locations, a lot of technical stuff, and just want to thank you for all that.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
And like I said, we will do it again. We will talk again, and I may not make it to your Paracon this year because it's just too close. I'm too much tied up with New Orleans, and I will be. My wife and I will be exhausted after New Orleans because we're probably we're definitely staying through Sunday night, and we're probably going to stay through Monday night. So you're talking about us coming home to Arkansas for a couple of days, and then renting another car because we have to rent cars for trips, and driving all the way over there.
Oh, yeah.
With only a couple of days rest at home.
Yeah.
So
that's
asking a lot because I will be 70 years old by then.
Wow. Well, happy birthday.
It'd be July. So before all these your con and the one down in New Orleans, I hit 70. So we're trying to kind of go in the New Orleans car for my a little late birthday for me. So
there you go.
That's kind of why I talked him into it. But anyway, thanks again. We will be talking, and be sure and tell your cosplayer that on her convenience. The show's on Thursday. If she's got a Thursday between now and then, come on the show and we can talk cosplay all night.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right, y'all take care. I wish you the best with both your conventions, and thank you for being here.
Yes, y'all too.
Y'all too. If there's anything we can do, just let us know. Yes.
All right, I will. I'll let you know. Got any questions for you? I'll let you know.
All right. Okay. Sounds great.
Right. Thanks a lot for that. Y'all take care. Gwen, we had another good show tonight. There a lot of information for people. And by the way, I do look a little bit different now, don't I? Kind of got rid of the rid of the Santa beard. So I do look a little bit different, back to my normal Van Dyke self. And those that don't know, this is called a Van Dyke beard. Thank you, Laura. I try to have good shows. And Gwen, are you ready to play my exit video now this time?